All right, I'm going to do another grid journal. This is a piece of paper, drawing paper that I just got from Blick. It's an 80-pound drawing paper. These are 6 3x3 squares. I'm really enjoying doing these grids. It's making me paint a lot faster and not think as much, which I love the finished product on those because I tend to, as I've said before, spend too much time drawing and really working on details. So this makes you go fast, focus on the main shapes, not the details. And I'm going to change up the color palette a little bit this time and start with just a thin layer of orange. This is a transparent, and again, I'm not thinking too much. I'm just throwing it on here, making some shapes back and forth. I'm going to try to work really fast and see what I come up with. So I like that. And then I'm going to take just a regular pencil and I'm going to just scribble in these this way and that way. All right, that's a fun start. I'm working fast, like I said, trying not to think. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm staying with warm colors, and I've got some fluorescent pink, and I'm just going to throw that in here and there where I see might need some. All right, I like that. The whole point of this was to try to use some, not only go fast, but to maybe use some different supplies. So I pulled out all of my supplies. I've got about 20 different things but I tend to just use the same things. You know how you do. You have your favorites and you never grab the other stuff. One of the things I pulled out were these gelatos. I got a whole little bowl of them. I'm going to try these. I've got a yellow one here, which is in the same color palette, and I'm just going to throw it on where I see a space. And I'm going to use my matte medium like I did before and activate this and see what this does. I haven't used the gelatos a lot. But ooh, that's pretty. Oh man, this might be a new favorite. Oh, look how that activates. I love that. I'm just kind of pulling it here and there. Like I said, sticking with these bright, warm colors. Let's see, what else? I've set out all of my, it gave me a really good opportunity to set out all of my supplies and kind of look through them and figure out. I was pulling stuff out of drawers and shelves, and one of the things I pulled out were these pastels. I had forgotten I even had these, so that was kind of cool. I'm gonna I grab a yellow here and just maybe make some marks. Ooh, that's pretty. I love that. See, I've never even, I thought about getting into pastels, but I didn't, so I've never even barely used those, but I've seen them used in mixed media, and it may end up getting covered up, but that's okay. So that's something else. Let's see, let's try this. This is a Distress ink from Jim Holtz, Fossilized Amber. It's just a little bit darker, but it's in the same color family, but just a little bit something, another layer. So, all right, I have got some stuff going on here. The other thing I was thinking I wanted to do was, you know, maybe just use different ways of applying too, just like rubbing with my fingers or dabbing with the paper towel. See, I can dab these, and that dries them a little bit. But just, I often, if I see or read or hear something, a cool prompt, I'll write it down. And so I have a whole page full of prompts, like, you know, using your palette knife or using a credit card. Like, I can take this credit card. This is one of the prompts that I had written down, but I don't use it a lot. And I'm going to just put a little bit of gesso right on the edge. And then I'm just going to just stamp it here and there. It makes little marks, little dots, or I don't know, just a different mark. I love mark making, and in these initial layers, something like this could be fun. Like I said, I've got pages of prompts, and I'll be trying to show those or use them myself as I go along. But all right, I like that. And what I'm going to do now is, like I said before, I sketch a lot in the morning when I'm drinking my coffee. I watch videos and just sketch. So I'm going to sketch some angels. I'm going to make real simple shapes, and let's just see what we get. So I'm going to do these really fast, but put the wing in. Okay, there's one. Let's put two in this one. Wings. I'm going to overlap. Not thinking too much. I'll deal with their little heads a little bit later. I'll put a little white in for the face and maybe just scribble to make the hair. Let's do one. Let's do one right here. Again, you see how fast I'm drawing this, so yeah, I can't be giving it too much thought, but I'm just throwing them in. Let's see, I've got two there. Let's do three here. 1, 2, 3. I love drawing figures, so like I said, I'm just going super fast here, so we'll just see what we get. But, all right. That was super quick. I'm going to just scribble with my pencil here. Just okay. And now I'm going to activate those marks with my matte medium. Let's see what I get here. Yeah, and the Stabilo, I've talked about this before. This is a Stabilo pencil. When you activate it, it becomes much darker, and it kind of moves around, so it can make some shadowy looking marks. And I use the matte medium to activate it to seal it, so that it might still move around some with more layers, but it somewhat seals it. So all right, I like the colors, I like my shapes. Like I said, you saw how fast I put them in. This way they all look like they're looking out at something. I may keep them like that, or I may add faces to some of them so they're looking this way. But if I just kind of touch them with the end of my pencil, and I'll end up possibly using a little bit of black paint to finish them up. We'll just see. So I'm going to take my pencil, and I'm going to look at each one, and where maybe I see a horizon line, let's see, I'll make a low horizon line there. I'll make a high one here. Maybe a hill there. Go low here. Mid. I like a horizon line. Maybe. I can always, if I don't end up liking it, I can knock it out. But the thing of it is, right now, I have all these bright colors, which I love. I love the shapes, but in order to make the these pop out, I think I'm going to use some neutral colors. One of them that I love is this Blick Celadon. And this is more opaque. So far I've just done transparent. This is a more opaque. But say like this one, I love their background. It looks like they're watching a sunset. But if I just plop this in really fast, just looking at that shape. Let's see, it looks like there's some, I guess her wing would come down there. So we have this little shape. But look at that neutral against that bright color. That really makes that pop. So, oh, that's pretty. Okay, I like that. And for right now, I'll just leave that like they're looking there. I have, let's see, here's another gelato. This is a green. Let's just plop some right there. And again, I'm going to use my matte medium to activate this and see what it does. Okay, it loosens it up. I can kind of blend it with that Celadon. It's pretty. All right, and even though I like the sky, I think I'm going to put a little blue in it, maybe just a thin layer, because I think it would make the angel pop out a little better. So, and I'm just going to I let little bits and pieces of it show in here, and I'm going to touch right around the head like that, and then just touch it with the end of my brush. And again, I could get very fussy, but I'm just trying to do this real fast. But I love that. That's pretty. I like the way I like her little shape, the way her hip is sticking out. And I think the neutrals really made those pop out. I might take just a tiny bit of I could take like a tiny bit of the bright pink. Maybe in that wing where Alright, I'm going to leave that one for right now. Well, I like her shape the way, it was just an accident, but the way she's kind of standing there. So let's see here. I'll take, I'm going to take a pink, just let's see here. Let's just put a pink foreground in, but like I said, some of that will show up if I just touch. And then I'm going to take the blue again. Ooh. That's a brighter blue I grabbed. I'll just, yeah, some of it will show through. If I cover up like something, I can just hit it with my brush. And if I just touch right at the edge there, I can just scratch it, and then that looks, kind of helps the hair show up. So All right. Yeah, putting the more, like a more opaque and even a neutral. Oh, wow, look how she stands out. That's beautiful. Okay, I like that a lot. I said it looks like she's watching something over here. Or I could put her little face in. I'll put a face in one of them and see what we think of that. All right, this is a hill. I love that yellow. I think I'll keep that side yellow, maybe add some of that, more of that orange here, and then maybe I'll take the neutrals and throw them it in her dress like that. And I'll take a little bit of white on this one and carve out her wings, just for something different. Just like I said, this is just to give you some ideas. Just trying to give myself ideas on if I do this, if I do that. All right, let's dot her little face in this way. And then just touch. I'm going to grab a little bit of the black from my Stabilo. I can grab it just like this on the end of my brush. And if I just barely touch, I don't want her head too big. When you put the face on the front, you just kind of have to play with it. You can just like touch around like this. And then you might have to touch into it like that. All of a sudden it'll look like a little face there. All right, I don't want to get too bogged down on details, so I'm just gonna leave her like that. I'll just touch it in one more time there. All right, but I like that's pretty too, with adding the neutral to her dress. I could scrape in like this just to give it a little design. And let's put some of this green. Throw some green down here. That'll really have a little shape there I like, and then this shape. And if I threw that on and didn't like it, I could always yeah, but I like that. That was a little bit different way. Okay, this one, that looks like a kind of a yellow field, so I'm going to do the blue in the sky against that yellow. That'll be really pretty. And you know, I could keep adding more layers. Obviously, the more layers I add, the more the background will get covered up, but I kind of like that pink showing through there. Like I said, that looks like a yellow field. I could add just a little bit more. That was the gelato. I could just throw a little bit more in there. Activate it. I could even throw some of that yellow up into the sky. I'm going to leave her looking that way, just because, like I said, when you put the face in, that you just got to kind of, I'm going to dot her one more time like that, yeah, and then just touch around it there. Yeah, each time you dot it in or touch the hair, you know, you might just need to scratch it with your brush, but I love that. That one's similar to that, except it's got the yellow field. Let's see here. We've got this one. Let's just let's put in some white down here. Just trying different things. see how that makes the dress show up. Okay. It's interesting. Add some blue to her wings. I'll leave her dress orange. And then I'll end up, let's see, across from orange is blue, but I think I'll put some green into that white. And just kind of touch it real fast, just to give it a different. And I can scratch into that to reveal some of that pink. Oh, it kind of looks like flowers. It's kind of cool. That was kind of an accident, but I like it. If I scratch and then just touch with my brush, it knocks a lot of that off. But okay, I love that one. Let's see, I might put a little bit of just kind of knock that pink down just a little bit so it blends a little bit more. But yeah, she looks like she's looking that way. And then this one, they've got a great sunset there. They're a little more yellow in there. I will, I think I'm gonna hit their skirts like that. I'll do a blue, a green, take my 3 neutrals and just put those in. Let's see here. Give them each some white wings. I'm just working really quick, thinking fast. I like that. I can take some of the bright pink and hit here and there again. Barely just going around. Okay, I like that. And I think I will take the green plus the neutral and hit down here. So I'm sure there's lots of other things I could do, but I like this. I'm gonna, I just saw one thing. I might hit these wings with a little light. I don't know, you could just keep playing with them, but I like the bright colors. I like the shapes of the angels, the scribbling. Like I said, I could do a lot more to them, but I'm gonna leave it right there. And I love the way the flowers turned out. I like how the neutrals make the brights pop out. I used gelatos, I used ink, I used pastels. I could always, I've got this colored pencil right here. I could actually take that and just do some little outlines, just touch here and there. Might be interesting, but ooh, look how her hair turned out. It's like the sun's hitting it. That's pretty. Could scribble in here a little bit. You can just keep going or stop right here. A lot of times when I stop right here and look at them later, I love them. I love all the different colors, like the sky's 2 different colors, and I like the way she turned out with the neutral dress. I like their shapes. And anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the likes and comments. And if you have any questions, just let me know. And have a great day. Thank you.